Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit guide message reading for February 1st to the 15th. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Gemini, and see what this time frame has in store for you. I'm moving down your spirit guide animal cards, and I'm going to be shuffling them and picking 3. Spirit guide message for Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. These ones right here. All right. The wolf spirit, the peacock spirit, and the buffalo spirit. Fantastic. All right, and let's see what your chakra cards have to say. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, listening. And this one right here, self-mastery. Ooh, I like that combination a lot. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Spirit guide message, my goodness, Gemini, February 1st to the 15th. Okay. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. At the heart of everything, we have the Emperor, which is an Aries energy, a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, ooh, I love that, the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords. This is you. You're shining through as a page. You're represented by the swords in the minor arcana, by the Lover's card in the major arcana. We have the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Hanged Man. We have the Four of Cups, the King of Wands, very, very strong Aries energy here, or fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So let's dive into the chakra cards. This is listening first. So listening is the throat chakra, and we think of the throat chakra, at least I think of the throat chakra, which is located in the center of the throat, as more of a communications tool, right? So you would think talking, but listening is a key part to communication. So Gemini, you are a profoundly beautiful communicator. And during this time, you will be a profoundly beautiful listener. So you might have people come up to you and just start talking. They really will. They'll just start talking, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, because you are listening to them, because you're hearing them in a way they need to be heard. So as you are moving forward during this time, remember that, yes, people are going to be talking to you a lot, unburdening their problems to you, yes. But also make sure that you are listening to yourself. Make sure that you are listening to where you want to be, how you want to move forward, and that you're really listening to Spirit, because Spirit is going to be guiding you during this time in a very profound way. This leads you to self-mastery. Now, this is the solar plexus chakra. So this is located slightly above the navel, above the belly button. So as you embrace self-mastery, you're going to find a balance coming in. You're really going to start seeing your own inner strength during this time. There's a sense here that you have been doubting yourself and you haven't been listening to you. So that's also going to be a key part that comes in. And as you listen, as you understand, this sense of mastering what you desire, the way you want to move forward, the game plan that you have for this time period really becomes a part of you. Healing and cleansing these chakras would be highly beneficial. The throat chakra, you can listen to chakra cleanses on YouTube. You can just visualize the blue of that chakra just being so beautifully blue, and the yellow of the solar plexus chakra being just a brilliant, gorgeous yellow. Or again, solar plexus chakra or throat chakra cleanses or just chakra cleanses on YouTube would be highly beneficial. Then we move to the wolf spirit, which says, turn knowledge into wisdom. So as you turn knowledge into wisdom, you let it shine. Why? Because you're listening. Because you're picking up on a lot of things during this time that people may not actually be saying, but you're able to read in between the lines. It's not making assumptions, it's putting the pieces together. And you're going to be very, very good at this. This leads you then to the buffalo spirit, which says the abundant universe will provide. The abundant universe is providing for you, is moving you forward. And you're going to see this during this time in a much more profound way, in a very beautiful way. You are also here a very fierce person during this time. I cannot stress that enough. Spirit is saying that there is a passion to you, there is something that you want to get done, there is something that is burning inside of you. It's kind of like you need this. And as you embrace it, you have a repeat of the number 4, you take care of yourself, but you're also taking care of the little things. You're taking care of the things that you had once overlooked, that you thought, oh, that's not really that important, or, that really doesn't matter. Now you're seeing that it does. And as you have the emperor come in, you claim your throne. It's like David in the Old Testament, in the Torah. I always view the emperor this way because it's just a claiming of your throne, a claiming of your power, a knowing where you stand. Are you going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Was David perfect? No, he wasn't. And that's why he always, for me, stands out as the emperor. It's like you do your best. And as you do your best, you connect with divinity. You connect with your sacred truth. You connect with the reason why you're on this planet and the way that you are moving forward. And as you claim the throne, as you claim your power, as you claim your truth, you are the King of Wands. You have this passion. You have this creativity to you. People are seeing that passion. It's shining through during this time. People will be drawn to you. They really will be. They'll be seeing your passion shine through. They can be drawn to you romantically. They can be drawn to you career-wise. It really doesn't matter. It is just the passion that they see within you during this time, that it's going to be like a moth to a flame to many, many people. This is also, again, a very strong Aries presence in your life during this time, a very strong sense of power, of claiming your throne, of knowing your truth, of moving forward. The masculine energy here really has me, it is being that actor upon the stage. Because back in medieval times, there were queens, of course there were, but the queens could run kingdoms, all right? But they did so behind the scenes. And so I see the queens as being the directors behind the scenes. I see the kings as being the actors upon the stage. And during this time, you are a great actor. You are a person who is seen, who is motivated, who is driven, who works hard, who is dedicated. And as you move forward, there's also going to be this energy to you, all right? And it doesn't have to be a physical energy. It can manifest itself in your life as a spiritual energy that is simply around you, driving you forward, moving you towards your goals. And as you do so, and as it does so, you find a balance coming into life. But you're also going to find that many people want a piece of you. And as everybody wants a piece of you, Gemini, you kind of have to step back and say, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is how I want to move forward. And make very clear boundaries. Because if you do not make very clear boundaries, you will be taken advantage of. You really will be. All right? And you will not be as prosperous as you could be, as you should be, because everybody wants a piece of you. So here, there's the clear boundaries being set up. There's a sense of getting what you need, of getting what you desire. All right? Excuse me. And, oh, goodness. And as you set up these clear boundaries, as you get what you desire, as things come in, you become empowered. You become driven. You start moving forward more. And with the 4 of Cups, this is also saying here that as you are driven, as you move forward, there is a sense here of getting a gift from Spirit, getting a gift from the divine that you're not going to see right away. You're going to see this. This is going to be much more in your comfort zone. All right? And even being this fire sign energy, it's going to be out of your comfort zone. There is a sense here, yes, air feeds fire. Okay? So if you are an air sign energy, Gemini, This, of course, is fire energy here. Air feeds fire, but if there is not balance, then the fire can get out of hand, all right? And it can start to spread and spread and spread. And so that is going to be something to be very mindful of, to not let the passion get out of hand during this time, to not let yourself get caught up into everything, because if you do, you'll just start, you'll get burnt up really, really fast. It really is. I'm just seeing the fire raging and then just kind of like the air being sucked out of it, and it's all dying away. So you want this balance to come in. You want to look at things and be calm and be understanding, because you're actually going to be learning quite a bit from this Emperor energy. If this is another person that you are meeting now, it doesn't have to mean that they are a fire sign or that they are an Aries. It does mean that this person is astoundingly passionate, astoundingly good at what they do, all right? They have this dedication towards things. They claim their throne. They know where they stand, and you can be learning from this person. This person could have written a book. This person could be an artist. This person could be a mathematician. It doesn't really matter what this person is or how you come across them. This is going to be a person who you find great inspiration from, and you use it very succinctly and powerfully during this time. But you need this balance to come in, because as you're taking in this passion, people are seeing you because you're burning brightly. And as they're seeing you, they're going to try and take advantage, because people want to jump on the train that is success. So here, you need this balance. You need this understanding. You need to step back. You need to rest. You need to look at things in a different light, in a new way. And as you do so, you get this gift from divinity, from the universe, from, God's source spirit. And they're saying here, what spirit is saying is that it really does move you forward. It really does help you embrace the place that you want to be, what you're envisioning for your life during this time. And as you kind of step out of your comfort zone, as you push yourself beyond limits, as you look at things in a new light and in a new understanding, you become the student of what you desire. And as you embrace the student mentality, all right, you are also going to see that secrets come to the surface, things that were kept hidden from you before, or things that you felt you had to defend yourself from, really start coming to the surface, and you learn, you understand, you grasp new concepts, you cut through the doubts and the fears, and you start seeing that a world starts opening up. And the world has been opening up before, but now it's going to do so in a very powerful way, in a very profound way. Now, this way can be heartbreaking for you, so I want you to be aware of that. For some, it isn't going to be this beautiful, easy transition and like, oh my gosh, everything just falls into place. For some, it is going to be this darkness before the dawn. But this is also how I view 2019. It was a 10 of Swords years. It was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And it could be that you went through a decade like that. And now you are seeing yourself rise. You have learned so much, and that's why you are still in this page mentality. You're still in this energy of, I need to learn, I need to understand, because you were brought to your knees before. Because there is so much that is happening that you sit there and you think, do I know the full story? Do I know exactly where I want to be, or how I'm going to end up, or this or that? So here with the 10 of Swords, yes, you have been brought to your knees, but you have risen again. And there's a ferocity to you. There's a determination to you. And there's a dedication to hard work that is not going to stop you. All right? So what I'm seeing here is that, well, actually, it's not that it's not going to stop you. There's a dedication to hard work that is going to propel you. Nothing in life comes easy. Anything that is gotten too easily, it's almost as if like you didn't earn it, right? There's a feeling of, wow, I got this too easily, or it doesn't mean the same thing. It's kind of like if you got a phone or a laptop, and it was a gift. And you might sit there and be like, oh, wow, that's really great. But until you know the value of that, because you either tried to get a laptop or a phone on your own, or, something to that effect, or you have gotten one before, you wouldn't know the worth of that gift. So it's kind of here, it's like being young. It's like being young and being given a very expensive gift that costs the giver, time, effort, money. But because you're young and you don't understand the value of it, you look at things and you're like, oh, okay. But here, this is you rising above challenges, pains, disappointments. So you might have things that when you are given them during this time, you don't understand the worth until you step back, until you see where you came from. You see how hard you have fought. You see the power that is around you. And then you work towards that prosperity. You see how beautifully it all intertwines. There's some sort of revelation here that you are embracing that's going to help propel you forward, that's going to make a choice that you have set before you very, very clear. Because we have the Ten of Swords. And as I said before, this is the darkness before the dawn. This is the feeling overwhelmed, the questioning, the looking at different things, looking with new ideas, looking with new knowledge. And then you have a crossroads come out. This is also overkill. For some of you, there is something that has happened. It plays over and over and over again in your mind. It's actually a completion of a cycle. But until you let it go yourself, it is kind of the theme music of your life. Right? And Spirit is saying enough is enough. Because you have two options that are very clear to you, laid out in front of you. A third, it's going to rise. It's going to reflect your passion. It's going to reflect what you desire. It's really going to help you move forward. And the third option arises as you stop the merry-go-round, as you stop the soundtrack, and you say, you know what, I need to look at things. I need to rise. Every day you rise. Every day is like the phoenix rising from the ashes. You get a new chance. You get new passion. You get new drive. You get new understanding guiding you forward. And it comes through your hard work. This isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be something that all of a sudden you find out you're like a hidden mastermind at it. This is something that you've worked really darn hard for, and you will continue to work really darn hard towards. And it is something that calls upon you to be flexible of mind. Think how much a child learns and understands and takes in. Okay? They learn how to, control their muscles and everything like that. They learn how to hold utensils, how to eat, how to speak, how to everything. So in the time of being a child, you learn arguably the most you will ever know. Right? So here, or the most you will ever learn. And then you can use that as the building block for everything else. And that's what you're doing here. You're taking in a tremendous amount of knowledge, a tremendous amount of understanding, and it's going to be your building block for you. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take sorting out. But as you do, there's a passion that drives you, especially if you have fire sign within your chart somewhere. Right? There is this passion that drives you, that leads you forward, that you understand new things with. And as you do so, you're going to find out that you're kind of like out of the norm of things. With the Hangman, you're not seeing things the same way other people are. Is it a burden? Yeah, it can be, because people don't understand where you're coming from. Is it something to be ashamed of? Absolutely not. Right? Your unique insight is going to be what you're pulling on during this time. It's going to be what you're looking at. It's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you see the magic within you and claim this elemental knowledge. Claim this knowledge of your passion, of your of your knowledge, of your heart, and of what grounds you. And so as you embrace this and how Spirit pulls it all together, you become the magician. This adds to the fact that you, in this triangle right here, right, at the base, the Emperor and the King of Wands, top is the magician. So you have the sense of power. And as you claim your power, as you're able to stand before the altar of your existence and conjure and create and manipulate, you're going to see that you become so much more emboldened. You become so much more driven. And here, what this hangman is hanging from is a snake right here. So it's knowledge. It's also transformation that's holding him. The fact that you are not seeing things the same way as everybody else might make you feel like you're doing something wrong, might make you feel like you're out of sorts with the rest of everybody, but it's actually here, the serpent, which I know if we look at things and say now, oh, the serpent is evil, the serpent tempted Eve and everything like that. But the serpent was once a symbol of knowledge. It was a symbol of transformation. And that's what you're embracing now. You're embracing knowledge. You're embracing transformation. You are embracing a new way of looking at a situation. And you are seeing that the boundaries of muscles and, bones is not going to be what holds you back. You can go places that you hadn't envisioned before. Things that once were closed to you start to open up, and you embrace a passion and understanding, a magic to you that is absolutely exquisite. You sit there and you claim it. This is also a time for what seemed to be unobtainable to become obtainable. What you thought, oh my gosh, I'll never get there, or I'll never be able to do that, or, I can't possibly, you're going to start seeing that you can. you will, and you are. Now, this might be the planning stage. You might be, taking a notebook and jotting out ideas, or talking them into your phone, or, making little videos for yourself to watch and thinking, do I put them up on YouTube? Don't I put them up on YouTube? A myriad of things. Or you might be wanting to talk to your boss about something, and you kind of think about it, and then you're like, okay, I just have to do it now. These are the things that are going to be moving you forward. The things you thought, oh my gosh, I could never do that. I could never have that conversation. I could never take that leap. You're going to see that you call on your magic, you call on your power, you call on your purpose for being on this earthly plane, and you find yourself moving towards it. You find yourself moving towards things that seem to be absolutely absurd before, that had you so off the beaten track with everybody else. But here's the thing. This reading, Spirit is saying you are meant to be extraordinary, not ordinary. And that's what you're doing. You're embracing that extraordinary tendency towards yourself. You're seeing that the pain and the sorrow and the hardship that you have been through, because everybody has. Everybody goes through pain and sorrow, and that's what molds us. That's what teaches us. And if you say, oh, okay, well, I've never been through pain, or I've never been through sorrow, then Spirit's saying you're not looking at it, or you're just playing things too safe, because everybody has been through sorrow. Everybody has been through pain. And here, there is this sense of needing to see the power of your purpose, needing to see the power of you. And then there's such a passion, there is such a creativity, there is such a desire to move things forward, to cultivate, to create, to understand, to pull together the greater insights of things, that you find yourself absolutely moving towards the place that you want to be, towards what it is that you desire. Okay? I know people say, why do you put doom and gloom in your readings? And I don't put doom and gloom in my readings. I try to say it exactly as it is, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things for people, because life doesn't get sugarcoated. And if it does, okay, if things are sugarcoated, if you're kept, safe and kind of bubbled, and then when that bubble pops and everything kind of falls open, and you see how harsh and cruel the world can be, it's a shock. It's a shock that can take your breath away, that can make you doubt everything about yourself. And here, as you stand before the altar of your existence, there is a way that you see things that sets you apart. So there is this beauty to you, all right? And not a callousness, not a manipulative sense, but the sense of beauty, the sense of, I have seen how hard the world is, and I do not want it to continue to be that way. You cannot change the ebb and flow of life and creation and understanding, but you are here changing the way that it impacts you. You are here claiming your power and speaking your truth and moving yourself forward in such a way that is absolutely brilliant for you. And as you do so, you see that the abundant universe provides. You let your heart shine. Why? Because we are emotional beings. And as your heart shines, okay, as you listen to what Spirit is guiding you towards and what you truly want, you start falling into alignment with you. You start seeing things clearly. You start listening to your intuition more. You start finding that you walk a path that is right for you and that is powerful and purposeful to you. And as you do so, your knowledge that you have accumulated through books, through life, becomes wisdom. Okay? Through simply living, you have become wise, and you embrace that. And again, you let that shine. And because that wisdom is guiding you, you know that the abundant universe provides. Listen, it's going to be one of your greatest keys during this time. It's going to be one of your greatest roads to success. It's going to set you apart from other people. It's going to let you see more, understand more, and hear more than ever before. All right? Know more than ever before. And it leads you to self-mastery. It leads you to the sense of, I know what I want, and I know where I'm headed, and nothing and no one can take that from me. Your subconscious message from your spirit guide animal cards is the pig spirit. You use your mind wisely. You know your mind. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. And you might sit there and think you're not brilliant. You might sit there and, talk yourself down, or you might sit there and belittle yourself. It's time to stop. It's time to use your mind wisely and to know your worth, right? And let yourself fly. This then leads you to your subconscious chakra message, which is soul's healing. Now, this is the soul star chakra, which is located 6 inches above the crown of your head, the crown chakra. And this is a connection with divinity. This is a healing of your soul and yourself. This is a walking into mastery. This is a connecting with the cosmos. This is bringing light into your life and being that light that shines so bright. So here, there is this sense of being guided and being guided by divine wisdom. And that is a part of you that is going to shine very brightly, right? That is an energy around you that is going to shine very brightly. And because of that, Spirit said, and it's going to make you very determined. This is again calling on the solar plexus chakra. It is going to make you astoundingly determined, astoundingly driven. And this leads you to the subconscious message of this whole entire reading, which is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the time frame of April 20th to May 20th. This is a Taurus energy. This is you being driven, okay? This is you embracing the worth within yourself, finding where it is that you stand, knowing your traditions, your truth, your power, what you desire to create. And as you do so, doors start to open. You start to see that you're the King of Kings. Subconsciously, you know you can tell the Emperor what to do. Subconsciously, because the Pope, which is what this card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck was made to represent, could tell kings what to do back in medieval times. Right? So you are embracing that power. You are embracing that truth. And as you do so, you are also embracing the wisdom that you were born with. You are being true to yourself. You're not sitting there and saying, okay, well, I have to change everything about me so that other people like me. No, you're really seeing the worth and the intrinsic value of yourself as you move forward and as you embrace your divine destiny. And as you put things together, as you're figuring things out, and as you're rising to new heights. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.